So I'm back in the car. Kevin! Don't play the jingle because I'm upset. I'm angry. It is so hot in this car. And you know what? Before I get totally off the handle, let's talk about the good stuff. The score was amazing. I love this score so much. It's so rousing. It makes me want to dance and go to a party. I had it on when I was running this morning. It was fantastic. This movie is also beautiful. Damien Chazelle knows how to make a beautiful movie. Unfortunately, you can't just cover a pile of poop in gold and say this is a movie. People often jest. People often make fun of how big this mug is. It's gonna come in handy one day when I strike Damien Chazelle in his weak chin. I'll even say it. For the first hour, I wasn't totally convinced that this movie was a steaming pile of trash. I was having some fun. Then again, in a movie with like 30 characters who all they do is go to a party and do drugs and freak out, you know, obviously, every now and then you're probably gonna laugh. But for the most part, the dialogue was heinous. I don't know where to start. My mind is racing. It's like Damien Chazelle was like, all right, Margot Robbie, you're going to play this girl who says every swear. Every time she talks, she swears. And it's funny. Brad Pitt, you're going to play like this guy who's transitioning from the silent films to the talkie films, and he's a fading star. How original! There's no original. Hail Caesar, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Singing in the Rain, even that TV show Hollywood on Netflix did everything that this movie does so much better. The whole time I was like, I wish I was watching any of these movies. It's like Damien Chazelle just figured out that, oh, he's like pointing, he's like, hey, did you guys know about racism? Did you guys know about sexism? Hey, did you know how bad it is in showbiz? Did you know how crazy it is? He says, hey, look at how terrible these people are. Look at how terrible all this stuff is. It's gross and nasty. Isn't that cool? And then at the end, hold on. So many scenes would just not end. Why? I get it, you know, it was probably tough transitioning from silent films to talking films, you know? I know about that, I've heard. I've seen Singing in the Rain, Damien Chazelle. I've seen it. And I know you have too, because you made La La Land. You made La La! You made Whiplash and La La Land. You made two of the greatest movies of the past decade. You made a movie that is a homage to Singing in the Rain. To old-time Hollywood musicals. To the movies. You already made a movie telling us how great the movies are. It's like he's trying to prove, look at how edgy I can be. Look at this girl piss on this guy. Look at this snake bite Margot Robbie's neck. Oh, look at all this underground. Look at this guy eat a rat. Isn't that cool? Then at the end, I'm not even kidding. Nope. Listen to what I'm about to say. At the end, one of the characters, let's talk about the characters. There's like 8. There's like, I don't even know. Halfway through the movie, Damien's like, let's focus on this guy. He's kind of just been playing the trumpet for 2 hours, but let's focus on him now. He's kind of important, right? Characters just die. Just die. Literally, 2 characters die like this. They show a newspaper headline that says, this character dies at 34. No explanation. No build-up. Nothing. I forgot to talk about the pacing, how the first hour I was like, okay, maybe I'm on board. And then after that, it was so boring. It was so boring. The ending has the one kind of likable character. Even the likable characters just make the most deranged decisions. But our one guy, Manny, who's like, I guess, the main character who you want to associate, who you want to project yourself onto, because he loves the movies. Because the movies, oh my gosh, the movies, have you guys heard? The movie. Our character Manny, who's gone through some trials and tribulations, and by the end of the movie, he goes to a movie theater without his family, who he just leaves on the street. There's so many things that I just don't get! If this was your first movie, like, okay, but we know that you're good at making movies. You're so good at making movies, and this sucks. Okay, let's take it easy. It's way too hot in this car to be this heated. Pun intended. Our vessel, Manny, the man, goes to a movie theater and starts crying. He watches Singing in the Rain. He watches Singing in the Rain. They literally play clips from Singing in the Rain. There's also a scene where they I don't even know, are filming a scene in Singing in the Rain that isn't actually in the movie, and Brad Pitt's like, I don't want to do this. And they're like, come on, Brad Pitt, go sing. And it's like they're already filming people singing, but then Brad Pitt's character just enters into the, what's going on? That was a big question. The tagline on the poster should have been, what's going on? Because there is no explanation for anything that's happening. Anyway, for the 5th time Manny goes to the movies. He starts crying because Singing in the Rain comes on. He's probably thinking, wow, this movie was so much better. Why am I in this movie? So he's watching Singing in the Rain, and then this weird montage of just every movie that's ever come out happens, including one of the last movies that it shows in the montage. There's literally a scene from Avatar in Babylon. A clip from the movie Avatar is played at the end of Babylon. What? So for 3 hours, we just went through this perverse, depraved, corrupt, disgusting version of 20s Hollywood. But at the end, Damien Chazelle is like, hey, the movies are magic. Don't forget that. This guy has no, that guy knows what I'm talking about. Like, if he made a movie about Sidney the trumpet player or Manny on their own, it's very boring to have characters like the girl from out of town who wants to be a star or the fading actor. We've seen this multiple times. So, yeah, this movie blows. The funny part is I didn't want to be this angry. I was hoping to be Team Babylon. I wanted to be one of those people who was like, yeah, you guys are wrong. But you're right. Everyone who hates this movie is right. I'm on your team, and let's stick together, and I don't know. Boycott Damien Chazelle. Thank you for watching.